The Business Innovation and Investment Provisional Visa subclass 188 allows you to own and manage a business in Australia, conduct business and investment activity in Australia, or undertake an entrepreneurial activity in Australia. Successful visa holders can apply for permanent residency via the subclass 888 visa after meeting the required conditions. Visa holders can establish, own, or manage a business or make significant investments in Australia. You can include your partner and dependent children in your application, allowing them to live, work, or study in Australia. Subclass 188 visa holders and their families can access Australia's public education system and healthcare services under Medicare. The visa allows multiple entries into Australia during its validity period, making it flexible for business operations. Applicants must have net business and personal assets of at least 1.25 million Australian dollars that can be transferred to Australia within 2 years of visa approval. They must have owned and managed a business with an annual turnover of at least 750,000 Australian dollars for 2 out of the last 4 fiscal years. Nomination by a state or territory government is mandatory. Applicants must be willing to invest a minimum of 2.5 million Australian dollars in complying investments in Australia. State or territory government bonds, managed funds, or Australian companies must have net business and personal assets of at least 2.5 million Australian dollars. Applicants are also required to demonstrate at least 3 years of investment or business experience. A nomination from a state or territory government is requires a minimum investment of 5 million Australian dollars in complying Australian investments, such as government bonds, managed funds, or directly into Australian companies. There is no upper age limit and no points test is required for this stream. Applicants must maintain their investment in Australia for a minimum of 4 years. Nomination from a state or territory government or Austrade is necessary. Must secure a funding agreement of at least 200,000 Australian dollars from a third party, government agencies, venture capital funds, or investors, to undertake a complying entrepreneurial activity in Australia. The entrepreneurial activity must focus on innovation in sectors such as technology, healthcare, and advanced manufacturing. Applicants must be nominated by a state or territory government. Requires a minimum investment of 15 million Australian dollars in Australian ventures, businesses, or funds. This stream is available by invitation only, and applicants must be nominated by the Australian government, Austrade. There are no age limits or points test requirements for this stream, making it flexible for high net worth individuals. Can I bring my family members? Yes, you can include your spouse or partner and dependent children in your application. Can I apply for permanent residency after the subclass 188 visa? Yes, after meeting the specific requirements, you can apply for the subclass 888 visa, which grants permanent residency. Ready to take the next step toward your Australian dream? Contact us today to discuss your options.